Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Seaspray talking at you. Right now, I just finished Transformers Dark of the Moon soundtrack from the third film coming out on June 29th. So anyways, I'm here right now just to do a review on this CD. This will be my first CD. I've done a couple movie reviews. Not really any DVD reviews per se, but just like I went to Revenge of the Fallen and did like a review on that and whatever. But I always mean to start doing more reviews other than toys, but I normally don't. But right now, I'm gonna do a review on this CD. I just listened to it. It wasn't a very long CD, and I just wanted to give my opinion on it so you don't have to waste your money on it. Pretty much. So, I first want to start off by saying the CD I got for free. I got it as a prize, as a gift off the radio station. So, I'm happy I didn't pay for it. I don't normally buy CDs. I kind of get CDs from elsewhere, but I'm not a big. I listen to the same music for a numerous amount of years, so I know a lot about music. I know a lot of bands. I know like I do know a lot about music, but I don't buy a lot of CDs, if that makes any sense. But I know this is not worth paying your money for. I don't know how much this is. Probably like maybe $10 or so, but I wouldn't say paying more than $2.50 for this thing. It's cool, very it's very mainstream, obviously, but some cool tracks, there's some heavy tracks in there, but at the same time they sound like a lot of other bands, and each band that I listened to that I didn't recognize the name sounded like somebody that I've heard before. So we have 11 tracks. The CD is roughly under 40 minutes. It's like 39 minutes and like 40 seconds or something like that, but under 40 minutes. Very short CD. I do have other CDs that have roughly the same amount of tracks, but they can last like twice as long. Especially like you know trance and house and techno kind of electronic music. That stuff lasts a lot longer than like punk and rock and some rap songs and stuff like that. But anyways, we have 11 tracks. Track 1, we have Linkin Park with Iridescent, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not a big fan of that track. I do prefer the other two tracks that have come out with the 2007 and the 2009 Transformer films. Definitely the second one. I like the tone of the second one, but they both sound like they've been ripped off from somewhere else. Especially the first one sounds like to me a lot like the Halloween track with the piano and whatever. But this, I would have to say, is the worst Linkin Park track from the Transformers series, and I think in general. Maybe it hasn't grown on me yet, but I think it's terrible, and it does have some moments in it, but I don't really like it. Next up, we have track 2, which is by the band Paramore, with the audio track Monster. Not too bad. It's okay. It's kind of like a popish, rockish band with like a female singer. The track is okay. It's not too bad, but not my personal favorite. Next up, we have track 3 with My Chemical Romance, and with their track the only hope for me is you, which it's not bad of a song. It does have a cool Transformer feel of an introduction to the song, which I think kind of maybe should have been the first track, kind of leading to just the feel of it, the vibe. And I don't know, not too bad. So My Chemical Romance is track 3. Track 4, we have Taking Back Sunday with Faith and quote unquote When I Let You Down. Never heard of the band. The song it's okay, kind of whiny and slow. Not too bad, not my personal favorite. Next up, we have, this is where the CD kind of starts picking up a little bit with more of a heavier rock sounding vibe to it. And then we have track 5, the band is called Stained, and then we have, the track is called The Bottom. Rockish, not too bad. Track 5 and 6. Track 6 is Art of Dying, and the song is called Get Through This. those two were my two personal favorites out of the whole CD when I got up to that point. The other songs before it are kind of weak, kind of not that great to me. I don't know how to really get into this. I never really done an audio CD review before, but you know, like the CD is kind of weakish, then it leads into a more heavier sounding, then it kind of gets back down a little bit, then it kind of goes back up, and then kind of stays at this kind of level towards the end. And towards the end, it's more heavy riffing guitar sounding songs and whatnot. But up next we have track 7. The band is called Goo Goo Dolls, which I do recognize, and I have heard of them for a long time now, and I do like them, but I have to say I didn't like this song, which is kind of sad because I was actually looking forward to hearing their song, and I don't really like it. Next up, Theory of a Deadman. Was never really a fan. This song is really when I was listening to it halfway through, I forgot I was listening to them because it didn't even sound like them. They don't sound very tough at all in this CD. But for the tone of this CD, music is very, very uplifting, bubbly, and kind of whiny in some senses. But I don't know. At first, I was gonna say I hope this CD doesn't represent the movie, but in the bottom here it says all number of tracks may not be contained in the film, so I can't really say that. So okay, Goo Goo Doll, Theory of a Deadman. Track 9, we have the band Black Veil Brides, which I have to say it's probably one of my favorite tracks on the CD, especially for that. It has a really cool guitar riff in there, like a I don't know, you have to hear it, but I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the CD, which makes it probably my favorite song, because it's I was definitely rocking out to that one. It was okay, you know, at some points, but it was probably, I think, the best song on the CD. We have track 10 with the band Skillet, which is guy and girl singer, which kind of reminds me of Evanescence, but not so rockish. Like, it is rockish, but a little bit more toned down a little bit. Like, again, all these bands sound, if I don't recognize the name, the band sounds like a band that I've heard before. So track 10, Skillet, it was okay. 11, that kind of went down for me there at track 11. So that's the last song, that's the last track. End of the CD kind of went downhill for me. So Mastodon, I think it's called, and Just Got Paid is the track. So so that is it. So my opinion, if you can find this for free, do so. Wink wink, nudge nudge. If you do pay for your CDs, try and find it used. Do not pay full price for this. If you can get it for free off contest like I did, woohoo, do so. It's okay. I think it's the worst soundtrack from the Transformers franchise. I would say the first movie is the best, Revenge of the Fallen is the second, and this is the third. Third worst out of the 3, I should say. And that is pretty much it. So the CD is produced by executive soundtrack album producers Michael Bay, Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, and Rob Cavallo. Soundtrack album producers Randy Spendlove, pretty funny name, and Livia Tortella. So those are the people who produced the CD. The company that produced it is Reprise Records. Hey guys, just quickly here, I'm just going to show you the CD. It's kind of what it looks like. Got the song, got Bumblebee there. And open the CD, got a case I should say, and you get the CD in there. Pretty cool. And you got a Shockwave on there, looking pretty badass. And then we have inner contents. To the inside, it has a bunch of pictures, as you can see. Some writing on the inside, talking about the songs probably. All images that we've seen before on like the trailers and stuff like that. Ooh, oh yeah. Sorry about that. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. So that's it. That's my review on Transformers Dark of the Moon CD soundtrack. I will see the movie on the 27th, and I will give you 2 reviews, 1 spoiler, 1 non-spoiler review, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in hearing what I have to say before the movie actually comes out. So on that note, that is it. I hope you like this review. Tell me what you think. Should I do more CD and DVD reviews? And yeah, leave your comments in the area below, and I'll catch you guys at the movies. Oh yeah, Dark of the Moon. Later.